As I've said many times, it's been 10 years now that I've had no direct or indirect involvement with the Trudeau Foundation. There are many reflections that they are having right now, I'm sure, about how to move forward in the right way to continue the important work done at the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation, but they are not questions for me. In regards to the Foreign Influence Registry, when I announced that we were going to be moving forward on this, I highlighted that Canada has had difficult historical experiences that we need to learn from when it comes to creating foreign agent registries or registries of foreigners in Canada. One has to only think of the internment of Japanese citizens or Japanese Canadians or Italian Canadians during the past world wars to know that we must be very, very careful with these things. So yes, we are very much looking at how to give ourselves more tools, including a registry, to protect Canadians, our institutions, our businesses from foreign interference. But we have to make sure it's done in a way that doesn't further vulnerabilize or target communities that are already primarily and the first targets of foreign influence. The Chinese Canadian community, for example, is always the first target of Chinese interference, whether it's the example of the police stations or misinformation and disinformation through various propaganda tools or other types of pressure. That's where the work that we're doing to consult with Canadians and make sure that as we move forward with more tools to keep us safer from interference, we are not adding to the pressures and the unacceptable challenges already faced by diaspora communities.
I also want to ask you if you would commit to having a foreign agent registry in place before the next election.
As we heard, we need to take on a range of tools, constantly improve our toolbox in terms of how we're protecting Canadians from foreign interference. At the same time, we need to make sure we're doing it in a way that doesn't further vulnerabilize. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to keep using it. At the same time, we need to make sure we don't do things that further make vulnerable diaspora Canadians, communities that are always the first targets of foreign interference, specifically Iranian Canadians, Chinese Canadians, among others. That's why we are taking the time to consult appropriately on the foreign agent registry and making sure that we're using it in the right ways.